Hey, residential remodeling contractors. Today we are going to take a look at how you can pass your exam on your first try, especially with our study guides. Our condensed study guides and materials make it so easy for you to pass any contractor exam. We do have the trade exams and we have the law and business as well. Do you actually meet the requirements? Let's take a look. For the basic ones, you need to be at least 18 years of age to be a contractor in California. You need to have a valid driver's license or some sort of US ID, a social security number or an ITIN number, and not currently be on probation or parole. Now, experience requirements, you will need a little bit of experience. You're going to need 4 years of full-time level experience and a qualified person to sign off and document your experience. So maybe you've been working with another licensed contractor, or your employer can do that, a supervisor or a business associate that you might know who'll be able to sign off on your behalf that you have that experience. Let's get in depth and get into some questions, because on our study exams, we actually go through some of those questions that are going to be on the test. And we have DVDs and online tests to get you prepared and ready to take a look at this exam and be fully prepared. So question number 1. A contractor is removing acoustic tile from a vaulted ceiling. The scaffold rental is $65 per day. He calculates a 6-day rental with a 15% markup. What would the equipment cost be for this part of the job? Now, if you don't know, as you're taking the test, they give you a calculator to use. So you're allowed to use a calculator. So as you're doing questions like this, where it's going to take some calculations, don't worry, you don't have to just write it all out by pen and pencil. You can use a calculator. So what do you think the answer is? A, $448.50. Question number 2. According to the California Residential Code, what is the minimum allowable width of a residential hallway? How about 36 inches? If you guessed it right, you got that one. And let's take a look at our last question that we have as a sample. When should a steel nail plate be applied to a wood stud? And remember, you're seeing these questions in multiple choice. The test questions are also in multiple choice. And our practice exams are in multiple choice as well. So you're going to be fully prepared to take this exam. If you guessed A, that's correct. Now, there are some other things you might need to know. The B2 exam is going to have 115 questions covering law and trade. Like I said, it is multiple choice, and you have 3 hours to complete each section. And you'll need a 70% score to pass the exam and get your license. In the exam, there's going to be 6 major topics being covered. And we've broken it down. Planning and estimating is 15% of the questions. Job site preparation, 13%. Core trades remodeling, 25% of the questions. Finished trades remodeling, 18%. Exterior remodeling, 13%. And of course, there's always going to be safety questions, and that's about 16% of those questions. So test day. Test day comes, what can you expect? It's going to be closed book. So you can't bring your study guide in, you can't bring any other books in, you're not going to have your cell phone available. No reference materials are allowed in the testing facility. The questions are multiple choice, just like we saw, just like on your practice exams, and just like you're going to learn in these study guides. Again, there's going to be some mathematical computations, and a calculator is provided to you. The testing's done on site and your results will be immediate, so you'll know whether you pass that test. So the classification for individuals or companies that specialize in residential remodeling and minor home improvements and some projects associated with this license include drywall, finish carpentry, flooring, insulation, painting, plastering, roof repair, siding, and tiling. So these kind of all fall under that same license. So could you benefit from more practice exams? Of course. You can get our online prep course and our condensed study books by clicking the link here or below in the description. Our study guides are condensed into the questions that are going to be the most relevant on the exam, just like the ones we looked at. So you're going to be fully prepared to take your test and pass it. There is a classroom-like experience as you're studying for this, and it's very much like online lectures, flashcards, all of that's combined and condensed into one study guide. So if you're ready to take your exam, click the link below and sign up for our study guide.